Hey YouTube, Brock Bruce here. Well, coming to you today to give you my post-op 30-day follow-up, and just wanted to give everybody an update so you can see where things are going, where I am, and how things have been going. Um, you know, I had a gastric sleeve done in December of 2013, which was about 30 days ago. Actually, it was a little bit longer than that. Today is the 22nd of January, so I guess I'm probably about 5 days late on this update, but things are just really busy, and I apologize. I'm just now getting around to getting this done, but as I've said in my past videos, I will try to get you guys updates periodically, and just to show you how things are going, and hopefully this will help some of you guys that are out there considering having this procedure, or even possibly have friends that are considering having this procedure. But just to kind of give you a recap of where I am, like I said, I started off back in October of this past year of 2013 at 288 pounds. Prior to surgery day, I was about 270, 271. As of this morning, which we're about 35 days out, I'm actually at 240 pounds. So since surgery, I've actually lost 30 pounds, and altogether with everything, I'm down about 48 pounds since my highest about 4 months ago. As I am where I am right now, I'm probably looking to actually go down to about 200 pounds. My goal is actually 210, but I am going to try to go a little bit lower than that if I can, and then try to stabilize somewhere between that 200 and 210 range. The first week after surgery was really not that bad at all. I really had no complications whatsoever. My surgery went well. Spent the night in the hospital one night, came home the next morning. Probably wasn't even in the hospital but right at 24 hours. Matter of fact, on the way home from the hospital, I even went to the grocery store with my wife, picked up some things, and walked around and did some things with her, but I was at home for a couple days after that, and for the most part I was on liquid diet for the first couple of days. I actually had the surgery done on a Monday. Actually starting on Saturday, that next Saturday, which was basically 5 days later, I actually started eating mush food, which was like mashed potatoes, mashed sweet potatoes. I did try to eat some roast turkey, but it just hurt too bad. I just couldn't get it down, so I just took a couple nibbles of it, and that was about it. And I just decided that I couldn't do it. Keep in mind, this was actually the weekend before Christmas, and so we were going into Christmas week, and I was just starting to eat mush food. I did have a little bit of trouble getting all my water in, but for the most part I was okay, and everything seemed to be fine after that first week. After I got through that first week, the water seemed to be okay. Now I'm actually able to guzzle water and able to drink plenty of water and get the water down, but mine still can feel my stomach is very, very small and very, very tight. But getting back to that second week, I did start eating some more solid food, and even till this day I still have no hunger whatsoever, and I'm a little bit hungry in the morning, but not a whole lot during the afternoons. I never really get hungry at all. Sometimes I'm a little bit hungry in the evening, but typically, I'll have a decent dinner, and I never ever feel just starved, and for the most part I'm really having to make myself eat. Still continuing to keep my calorie count at about 700 calories a day. I have had some times where it's jumped up to 900, 950 or so, but I still have those days where I'm still kind of around that 550 to 600 calories too. It just depends on what I eat and where I eat and what my schedule's like. But to kind of give you a rundown of what my daily diet is like, typically I wake up in the morning, I'll have a 1 egg omelet. I've actually gone to eating egg beaters as opposed to eating regular eggs. None other than it's just easier for me to make in the morning. It takes me all of maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes to make an omelet. And I'll typically put about a 1/4 cup of egg beaters, egg mix in the skillet with some butter flavored spray that has no calories whatsoever in it, no fat or anything like that. So I'll pour that on top of the skillet after I've sprayed the pan. Then I'll take and I'll put a piece of either Canadian bacon or prosciutto inside the omelet and fold it over. And then I've also found some vegetarian cheese as well, and I'll put that in there too. But typically the egg omelet ends up being about 200 calories, something like that, 200, 225 calories. Typically mid-morning I will have some type of a protein shake like this Muscle Milk Light. I think this Muscle Milk Light has 140 calories in it. And very, very low in sugar, but it has 20 grams of protein. I am trying to get in between 60 to 80 grams of protein a day. Seems to not be much of a issue for me, and I typically am able to get that done. My lunch typically during the day, all it is going to be a piece of mozzarella cheese that I bring in with me, and I may have a turkey meat stick, or I might even take with this piece of cheese, I'll wrap a piece of sandwich meat around it, like either roast turkey or ham with it. And that's all I have for lunch. Mid-afternoon, I will typically have a bottle of Isopure, which this right here is 42 grams of protein. And you know, I can drink this down pretty easily and tastes good, and you know, I just don't have any problems with it whatsoever. At first, the protein taste was a little bit much for me, but I've actually gotten to where I actually like it. It actually tastes like Kool-Aid to me, and there's no sugar in this, and it's 0 carbs as well. At dinner, when I get home in the evening, I typically fix myself some type of a protein, like whether it be a piece of salmon or some tuna, or I'll even have a piece of like steak, whether it be sirloin, which is very low in fat, or I'll have a piece of flank steak. And typically the amount of meat that I eat is, you know, no more than maybe about like that. What my doctor says about this size of my palm right here is about how much I should be eating. And I tell you, when I eat that, it takes everything I can to get that down. And then also too, I'll fix 2 servings of some type of vegetables. I'll have a anywhere from 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of some type of green vegetable, like broccoli, or I'll have some type of mixed vegetables like cauliflower, carrots, stuff like that. And after, I typically eat all my protein first, and then I eat my vegetables after that. And the only other thing that I typically have, because I do have a little bit of a sweet tooth, is that, you know, right before, maybe an hour before I go to bed, I will typically eat either a single cup serving of sugar-free Jello or sugar-free pudding, and that seems to completely curb my sugar or my sweet tooth, and I really don't have any issues with it there. But again, you know, I've had no issues with food intake. If anything, it's been more about me trying to force food in me as opposed to me having to fight off my hunger. And I did get clear on the 2nd of January to start working out, and I have started going to the gym. Typically I'm going to the gym and running, walking, doing cardio, typically 3 days a week now, and first time in many years that I've actually enjoyed doing that. But didn't take me long to get my wind back. I'm pretty easily able to run, you know, I don't know, 3 miles, I guess, in about 35 to 40 minutes. But I've gotten to where I've kind of cut back on my cardio, and I'm only doing cardio for about 20 minutes because now I'm also doing my strength training. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to have any loose skin, and I want to try to fight that off as much as I can, because as I lose weight, if I don't do something to try to curb that loose skin, it will have nothing other than to do, it'll just hang on me, and the only way you can get rid of it then is to actually have it surgically removed, and I really do not want to have to go down that road. So but you know, hey, things are going great. I feel great. Another positive of what I've done is since my day of surgery, I have not taken a single blood pressure pill. I have not taken a single cholesterol or statin pill, which I was taking Crestor, and I was also taking metformin, which was a precursor to type 2 diabetes, to try to help me lose weight and also to keep me from getting diabetes. And that was taken off as well, and I have had my average blood pressure since the day of surgery, which I'm going to look up here. I actually record that in a program that I'm keeping on my phone, and my actual average blood pressure for the last 30 days has been 115/66, which that's with no blood pressure medication whatsoever, and my resting pulse rate is a 62. Also had blood work done last week, and my triglycerides were below normal. My total cholesterol, which was pretty common for me to be in the 230 to 240s, and then right at 200 with my cholesterol medication. Off the cholesterol medication, I was actually at a 164 combined cholesterol count. Also too, my blood pressure was way down during my deal. See what else. I mean, overall, you know, the healthcare provider said that my health is in good a shape as she'd ever seen it. Completely off all my medications. That's pretty amazing. I feel great. I'm doing great, and you know, I'm really looking forward to where this journey is taking me. So, you know, if anybody has any questions, please post them on here. I don't really know what else to say other than, you know, I feel great. I'm down probably almost 5 inches in my waist already. I'm down 2 belt sizes. My shoes are actually, I'm going to have to get new shoes and boots, I think, because I typically wore 12 before, and everything I have, all my shoes, everything are getting where they're real loose on me. I've already bought some new pants. Went first time in many years that I was actually able to go to the store and find my size immediately, and be able to buy them, you know, right off the rack, and that felt pretty good. And I actually have even gone in my shirt size. I'm still wearing these big baggy shirts because it's really all I have, especially for work and stuff. But my casual shirts, you know, I had a family member of mine that actually bought me a shirt for Christmas, and it was an extra large, and I was used to wearing 3X, and believe it or not, right after, I guess it was after the first of the year, maybe after 2 weeks after the surgery, I was able to get that extra large on, and it fit perfect. And so pretty much everything. I mean, the new pants I've bought, I actually bought 4 inches smaller than what I was wearing. And I just bought one pair because I'm sure that I'm going to have to buy more later, but I have to have something to wear without them looking all baggy on me. But things are going well, and I hope everybody out there that is, again, considering this or have friends that are considering this will use this as a reference point and to see what my experience has been, and hopefully it'll positively impact you and help you with your decisions. So anyway, YouTube, I appreciate you for tuning in, and I will try to get another video update here soon, probably at 90 days, 60 days out from now, unless something big happens, and I'd like to update everybody on it. So anyway, thank you very much. You guys have a great 2014, and Happy New Year.